What is the worst kind of success? It's sort of funny. It doesn't even sound like those two words should go together, worse and success, but they do. So I'm going to reach out really quickly and say hi to my chat members and also my inner circle and super chatters, and I'll be back just in a few seconds. So, hi, Bill. Hi, John. Hi, Craig, Eric, Melody, Gail, Jody, Jerome, Mary, Lisa Marie, Bernay, Linda Collins, Kai, Jerome and Melody again, Kevin. Hi, Kevin. Hi, Corky. Hi, Nelda. Great to have you guys on here. And there we are, man. By the time I list off a few, I got to go. Hello, my name is Robert Hollis, and the topic for today is what is the worst kind of success? See, a lot of people don't believe that, that makes sense. But when I explain these, you're going to go, oh my God, I know people that are that way. So the first one is a little success. And here's why. If you're attempting anything, when you get a little bit of success, your mind, you get sort of an adrenaline rush, you get excited, and you go, now I know what I'm doing. So I really see this because they call it beginner's luck. So it doesn't make a difference if you're, playing any kind of sport is usually where you see it. But you could be playing a card game, a board game, or anything. And all of a sudden, you try to cohort someone over. Come on, come on. They go, I don't know how. I don't want to be embarrassed. I'm not interested. And then you finally get them to engage. And then you get them to engage and say you're throwing darts, right? And they throw a dart and they get a bullseye. And everyone around them's like, yay! Congratulations. That's awesome. And then the person goes, wow, this feels good. Uh-oh. Now we got to duplicate that. So, people that start out not doing good and it feels sort of uncomfortable and you get a little better each and every day, Kaizen, 1% just try to be better than who you are. Who cares what everybody else is doing? Don't do compare-itis. And so, a lot of people compare themselves to other people's success when you don't know their backstory. You know nothing about it, right? And so, so what people do is it's hard for people to change. It really, really is. And so if you're doing something and then all of a sudden it works, then what you do is you just keep doing that harder. So I got a really quick story for you guys, and it's true. You can Google this. I know that you guys have heard of Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods will go down in history as being one of the best golfers of all time. Jody, thank you so much for being a super chatter. I love and appreciate you. The children will love the money. Love the support and the love. I love you. Thank you so much. So Tiger Woods is just out there winning everything, right? And he wins the Masters a couple of times and everything is going great. And there was a guy, Jack Nicholson, happens to be an amazing golfer. Probably Tiger Woods, he was the one that had the records, before Tiger Woods, some of them anyway. And so all of a sudden, Jack Nicholson seen Tiger Woods playing. And listen to this. Can you imagine? Someone's got all these records. They won the Masters, all of this stuff. And Jack Nicholson says to him, Tiger, you're not swinging the golf club correctly. See, so how is it to hear that when you probably have already done more than the person that is telling you that, right? And so Tiger was like, well, what do you mean? And he says, listen, you're using your back too much. So your muscles in your back, you're young, you're indestructible. And the older you get, your back muscles won't be able to sustain that. Well, of course, we hear the story, Tiger didn't listen. Why would anyone listen if they had success? Huh? I'll cover that in a little bit. So all of a sudden, he gets older, and then guess what? He needs back surgery. All of a sudden, he can't finish tournaments because he starts having back spasms. And so here's what Tiger Woods did. The majority of people that will watch this video live or recorded, and if you share this with people, they're mentally going to say, I'm not changing anything. I'm not changing it. Tiger did. Can you imagine getting a new coach and learning to swing correctly? So how long in his entire life was he swinging the wrong way? And I did a post today. Thank you so much, Bill. I love and appreciate you, the super chat. And so I did this post today where you start out with an intention, and then, it becomes a new behavior. Then it becomes a habit. Then you practice, and now you get like you drive a car, like you walk and talk. It's unconscious competent. You know what I mean? You're not thinking, okay, I'll put one foot in front of the other. I'm going to get a little bit of balance, and so now when you got that muscle memory, right? And now you got to learn to do something different. You got to unlearn, to relearn. See, you're not going to change everything that you're doing if you felt like you got a little bit success of doing it. So that's what's wrong with a lot of people. They don't realize that we don't live in the same world that we lived in even 5 years ago. So as the market changes, as things change, you have to change. There's a lot of companies out there like Kodak, right? Kodak didn't think that digital, those cameras right there, Kodak didn't think that digital was going to catch on. Blockbuster didn't think that streaming was going to catch on. And so here's the thing, when change happens, you not only have to stop what you're doing, but you got to unlearn all the things. Listen closely. You got to unlearn and stop doing the things that are no longer working. And we live in an incredible world where we almost get instant gratification. We can try something and then we can see if it works. So some of you are going to get really mad at me here, because if you go into your back office and it's not growing, if you look at your weekly pay and it's not going up, I just don't understand. And that's why probably Albert Einstein said this. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and 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 over, expecting a different result. And I see people, it's like, well, I learned from Jim Joe Bob, and I learned from Ray, and I learned from Danny, and I learned from Eric, and I learned from Aaron. I learned all this stuff. Show me your money. Show me your back office. Yeah, but you don't know. I was learning from these other people. Wait a minute. If you learn something and you apply it and execute it, and it doesn't turn into duplication of other people earning income, I don't understand why you would do it. Hey, this guy taught me how to drive this way. So I go around a corner and I smash into a tree. Why'd you smash into the tree? I don't know. Let's get it fixed. Well, this one guy taught me how to drive. So I go around the corner, I lose control, run into a tree. And it was like this little thing that I talked the other day about, I go out on the street, I see the hole, I fall in the hole. And it's like, man, I'm just the opposite. Probably because I learned this from my mentors. I'm constantly evaluating every move I do. And if it's not getting measurable results, I stop doing that. So what are some other things, other than success? What could be other bad short success? Oh my God, short-term gains. So you get into a company or you do something and you go, well, I'm just doing this. Listen, that's not duplicatable. It's not duplicatable. You can't teach other people to do it. People are watching you. So when they watch you, they do what you do, not what you say. Yeah, but Robert, I'm just gonna do this advertising deal. I'm just gonna, go in these groups. I'm just gonna do this stuff because I need to make extra money. I need to make money right now. So I'm actually gonna do stuff for short-term gain because I need to make money immediately. What if it works? What are you talking about? Well, what if it works? Oh, that would be awesome. No, it wouldn't be awesome. I don't understand. Well, now you go out and do a lot of retail sales and get the Cash App going, or do a promotion, or give people money, or give people, or pay them, or any kind of promotional deal or stuff that you do. I seen somebody else doing this. I'm going to do a flea market. I'm going to do a garage sale. I'm going to go to the swap meet. I'm going to do this stuff. All right. Well, if it works, everyone on your team can't do it. And it's not duplicatable. And then guess what? Because you got a short-term gain, you do it again. And because you do a short-term gain, you do it again. And because you do a short-term gain, you do it again. See, the first time that you give somebody something, they're like, wow, thank you. That's awesome. Oh my God. Then the second time that you do the promotion and give someone something, they go, oh, oh, I get this. See, if they do a buy one, get one free, man, now I see the value. My group is all excited. And now we all go out and do the BOGO. Now all of a sudden, you become entitled. See? Now, where's the deal of the day? Where's the deal? Hey, is there going to be a deal of the day? I can't do business without a deal of the day. It's like, when are they going to do the next Gobo sale? When are they going to do the next promotion? When are they going to do the next big deal? See, now you're entitled. And now you watch the group. They won't do jack. They won't do anything because now they're sitting back and they're going, I'll do this when the deal comes out. I'll do this when the promotion comes out. When I first got in, people gave me people, but they're not giving them to me anymore. You know what I mean? So, and they did give me some good people and they're not that good. They quit. Hey, just get in. I'll tell you what, you get in, I'll build one of your legs for you and you build the other one. It's like, listen, you stop giving me people. And the ones you gave me, they're not any good anymore. So see, they went from being grateful and extremely gracious and thankful to, oh my God, this looks like this happens all the time. Then it goes to entitlement. Now entitlement's like, when is this going to happen again? In fact, I'm not going to do anything until this happens again. And now guess what? It goes to the fourth one, which is the worst. Now they're throwing you under the bus. Now they don't do this anymore. They stop doing this. And I can't do business. There's teams. Listen to this, you guys. There's teams inside of NDC and every other company that the only time they work is when the 420 sale happens. So when you put together, these packages and you put together these deals and it's like, I'm going to be special. I'm going to do something special. What happens when you stop doing that? What happens when the company no longer markets that product? Oh my God, I was building my whole group off chocolate squares. Healthy chocolate. Now they don't sell it anymore. Chocolate. Yeah. So see, now all this compounds because your group did what you did and people duplicated what you did. So when the product runs out or they discontinue the product or it goes on back order, your whole entire group just stops. So see, that was a little bit of success on a promotion or whatever. And then if the company no longer does that, now you're mad at the company, you're mad at everyone, you're mad at the leaders, you're mad at everything. So when you're working on short-term things instead of long-term, see, if you figured out something that duplicated and you just did that and you did it consistently 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 and you did it consistently. See, the goal long-term is whatever your numbers are. It's like, I want to make $10,000 a month, but I want it to be consistent every month. I want it to be $10,000 or more. I don't want the yo-yo. I don't want the yo-yo diet, right? So that's another one. All right. Another kind of success is people get addicted to praise and recognition, right? So now all of a sudden you do something and then someone says, whoa, I want to just bring up this person. They're amazing. They hit 1K or they did something awesome. Well, then you love praise and recognition. They actually say out there, right? They say that people will work for a living, but they'll die for praise and recognition. And so now you say their name and they like it. And they're promoting and they're getting people where they're supposed to be and they're doing well. And then they get some more praise and recognition and they go, wait a minute, I got praise and recognition. I didn't do anything. But I love praise and recognition. So then they stop producing. And now when they stop producing, then no one starts having them speak on stage and their name's not called out on the corporate calls anymore. Now people are like, he used to call my name, and now they don't even give a crap about me anymore. So now you're mad at people for not mentioning your name. You don't get any praise and recognition anymore. So then you get in a worse slump. You start complaining, and you start complaining to your group. And then you start complaining sideline, and now your volume goes down more. And now they're not mentioning your name. They're not asking you to speak on stage. They're not asking you to show up at the events. All of a sudden, everybody's like, where are they? Where are they? They used to come to the events all the time, and now they're not here anymore. Well, most people would say, well, maybe how I got my praise and recognition, how I got my biggest check is I need to figure out how to do this business the right way. I'm going to stop everything I'm doing. I'm going to stop being insane, doing the same stuff over and over and over again. And I'm going to regroup and learn the right way to do this business. See, this next part is going to blow you guys away, right? So I meet my mentor 36 years ago, and I'm working with my mentor. And I said, listen, all I want to know is what I need to do. Robert, if you made 62 grand, what would you do with it? Oh my God. blah, 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 blah. Are you excited? Yeah. Step one, get focused on your vision. Vision inspires success others. Now, get focused on your vision, and then you need to connect with strangers. And you got to ask strangers if they know anyone, if they'll do you a huge personal favor. Okay, got it. Then you got to get them in front of the video. Got it. Got it. Okay, got it. So then there was all this other stuff. So as I made money and I got bigger and bigger and bigger and became the top position in that company, NSA, it's now called Juice Plus, and I get way up there, all of a sudden my mentor starts teaching other stuff and he starts teaching other stuff. And now they got 5 trainings and they got $350 basic building blocks. And then they got advanced basing blocks for 1,000. Then they got another training that was called leadership. I think that was 2,000. Then there's perpetual money machine. That's $850. And then you got Journey Beyond Perception, which is a 5-day seminar. That's $5,000, $1,000 a day. And now all of a sudden you're doing nothing but like promoting trainings. I watched my mentor make $12 million in a weekend. And like, I'm all of a sudden going, wow, when you look at Tony Robbins and you look at, John Maxwell or Brendan Burchard or Les Brown or any of these people, what is the percentage? Honestly, what is the percentage of people that go to these seminars and go to these trainings and they actually change their entire life? It's less than 1%. What? Yeah, it's less than 1%. Why is that? Well, most people won't execute and do the little things. They will not master the mundane. So you can pay a lot of money for a seminar, but then if you go out and you don't do it, you don't execute, you don't get better at it, you don't practice it until you get super great at it and get gooder and gooder, it doesn't make a difference. So I leave my mentor. And all of a sudden, he taught me this whisper down the lane, right? So there's a circle that's, let's say, it knows 100%, but it doesn't. So that teaches somebody, and that circle knows less. And then they make up the other percentage, right? So even if they retain 50%, it's like the other 50% is stuff that they made up in their heads or heard from a bunch of other people of things of doing it. And then they pass the information down to the next person. And, they now only have 25% of what it takes to be successful. And then they pass it to the next person, whispered down the lane, telephone. They got 12, and it just keeps going on and on. Ladies and gentlemen, it's not that you only know 12 or 15% of the knowledge to be successful. It's the other 80%. It's the other 78% that is just bullshit and made up. It's just somebody on a stage someplace throwing shit out there. Like, hey, this is what you do. Okay, I got this right. I know what to do. You go to the store, right? Office Depot, and you get 2 stacks of paper, reams of paper. One's neon green and the other one's neon orange. And then what you have printed on those is lose weight now, ask me how. Lose weight now, ask me how. You put that on the orange ones and make $500 a week part-time. Put your phone number on the green ones. And then what you do is you go it on telephone poles and you tape these or staple these on telephone poles in busy intersections. What? Here's another one too. You also could get business cards and put them at ATMs, put them on, gas pumps. Let me see, what else could we come up with? We could actually put them under windshields. We'll put them under windshields, at Walmart and big parking lots. We'll put them, underneath the windshield. and oh my God, I'm going to try this. Oh my God, that it's the idea of the week. It's the idea of the week. I got to do this. Not only am I going to do this, I'm going to be really freaking smart. I'm going to get my whole group to do this. This is the new idea of the week. Let's get all excited about this new one. And then everyone goes out and some people do it. And then they put a bunch of flyers. They didn't hear it. It's whispered down the lane. They don't want to go put the flyers, neon orange and neon green. They don't want to put them on telephone poles. So they go to Walmart and they put them underneath everyone's windshield wiper. And then everyone gets out and grabs it and throws it on the ground, grabs it and throws it, starts driving down the street, hit their windshield wiper, let it blow off. And then you get a phone call. Hello? Yeah, this is the manager at so-and-so Walmart. Oh, yeah, I know where that is. Listen, you need to get your ass down here and clean up all these freaking flyers out of the parking lot, or we're calling the police on you. Okay, I'll be right down. And then you look at your phone and you wait for your phone to ring 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 and no one calls. How many ideas have you listened to in your life where it's a new idea every freaking week? Every month, we got a new exciting deal to do. Why? Why can't, the people that are successful in the world, they master the mundane. They find the thing. You hear, I didn't put things. They find the thing that makes the most different, which is usually the most uncomfortable thing. And they master on that. And anything in life, that thing is learning to connect with a stranger, get them to know, like, and trust you, make them feel good, and then ask them to do you a favor. Now, some people go, screw that, man. I'm just going to do, I'm going to, I went on the internet. Some of you are going to do this. I'm scared to even bring this up. But I went on the internet, I put leads, and I found out that people are actually selling downlines. What do you mean selling downlines? Yeah, before they left the company, they hit export. They got their whole entire genealogy, everyone in their group, and you can buy them. What? I can buy a list of somebody that's already been in a business opportunity? Oh my God, this is freaking brilliant. And then you find leads, and then I'll try to call the leads. Don't get mad at me at like people actually pick their phone up anymore. It's like, and all these things are what? They're shortcuts. But here's the point that I really need to make, and you got to hear this. If you do things that are unduplicatable to the average and ordinary person to get them a result, you better hope it doesn't work. Because if it works, then you're going to continue to do that. And yeah, you'll run into someone like me that says, stop that. Stop it. Learn to master the right way of building an organization that is extremely happy and loyal. So you got 1,111 people underneath you that buy 90 points every month like clockwork. They believe in the products. They believe in taking the power away from Walmart and Target and Costco and Amazon. And they're building their group a little bit at a time. Do you know that the average person that gets involved in a business opportunity brings in 2.5 people? So when I show a theoretical of 2 getting 2, getting 2, getting 2, you could find the right person with the right approach, the right introduction, the right connection. And when you find those right people, bam, it works like crazy. But if you're doing something where you meet somebody, like I'm just going to put up a card table, in front of Walmart, and then see the people that see the signs on the telephone pole, they go, oh my God, if I decide to do this business and it works, I guess I'm taping and stapling fluorescent paper on telephone poles. See, don't you think this? If no one ever shared this with you, I hope you hear this. The way that people hear about the business and the way that they get exposed to the business, the way that they're introduced to the business, the connection that they have, that's the way they believe the business is done. So people still ask me all the time, Robert, I listened to some of your training. You said that you got up, got showered, went out in public and walked up to total strangers. That's what I'm going to do. I don't do that anymore. I don't use phone booths anymore. I don't use pagers anymore. I don't do weekly meetings anymore. I don't do weekly trainings anymore. I don't do any of that stuff that no longer duplicates. Because let's talk about the other success, right? Well, I'm a leader. Da, da, da. So I'm going to do, I'm going to go berserk. I'm going to go crazy, right? And remember it's a gift. It's amazing. You got joy. Then you're going, oh, they did it again. Then it goes to entitlement. Now they're pissed off, right? So watch this. I'm going to get in. We're going to build momentum. I'm going to do a Zoom. I'm going to do an exciting Zoom every hour on the hour. I'm going to do a Monday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday night, Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night. I'm going to do 2 on Saturday, maybe, and different time zones. I got to do different time zones. Oh my God, there's 24-hour time zones. Okay. Meeting. Everyone's going. Get excited. Get people in front of Katie. Get people excited. Put people in front of Katie. Get people excited. Put people in front of Katie. And what if it works? What if it works? What if it works? Now, Katie burns out. See, she did it to build momentum. And then all of a sudden, why Katie used to do 2 meetings a day. Did she? Well, we didn't see people showing up and the meetings weren't getting any bigger. They got to like 400 and then they went to 200 and they're just not growing anymore. So Katie said that, she's just going to do the 1 a day. Okay. Hey, I didn't see the meeting advertising. Well, Katie was getting burnt out. She's starting to have a little bit of health issues. She's not sleeping well. And, that's causing some friction in her relationships because she's so doing this. And so now we're just going to do them 3 times. We're just going to do, a Tuesday night, maybe at 7:30 and maybe a Thursday night at a different angle. And then we're going to do some on Saturday. Okay, cool. Not too happy about that, but I got to deal with it. Where's the meeting? I thought there was going to be a meeting Thursday afternoon. Yeah, she's not doing them anymore. What? Yeah, she's not doing them anymore. Is she okay? Is the business not working? Why would she stop doing live meetings? Why would she stop doing live meetings? Well, she basically, it was burning her out. She wasn't seeing the meetings growing and people weren't duplicating her. See, she got all excited and she started doing these meetings all the time, but there was no one in her freaking group, not one person that started doing live presentations like her. Oh, okay. Yeah, and it put a lot of strain on. Now everybody's mad at Katie. It's like everybody's mad at Katie now because she just stopped doing the stuff she was doing before. And it's like, yeah, to be honest with you, I never really liked her anyway. See, it gets to the last spot. So, I can't do this business without Katie doing the business. And again, this is Katie is not, I just used her name. Wow, I never understood that. Well, now there's some other ones. What if you're doing something that, in my opinion, this is just my opinion. See, and back in the old days, I know this is going long, but I need to get this shit out there. So when I got involved in the business 36 years ago, there was this thing where we even made a joke about it. You could just get in as a member, but then if you wanted to, you could buy, 6 water filters. Then you could buy like 50 water filters, and then you could buy, if you wanted to, you could buy, 300 water filters. And then if you wanted to, there was the Mama Jumbo pack, where you could actually not only make sure that you can't park your vehicle in the garage anymore, two-stall garage, but we also have what is called the warehouse qualified, warehouse. So you actually got to get a couple of storage units, or rent some space in a warehouse, because we'll sell you 1,000 water filters. And so the positions in the company were 25K, 100K, 250K, 500K, a million. And all of a sudden, back in the old days, people go, I think I could get this guy for 500,000. What? Yeah, we'll just bring him in at 500K. And the government called that front loading. See, the government called that front loading. Yet you should not be selling product to somebody that can't get a return on their investment. So they actually started going after companies like Amway was the first one. If you guys ever heard of them being sued. See, what Amway did is they even tricked you. It's like, you got to work underneath a direct distributor, and they did it with NSA, Juice Plus, like I was involved in too. So no one can get paid and no one can get product from the company unless you sold 5,000 in product in 1 month. Then you became a direct distributor. But then everyone underneath you got paid from you. And they had to get their product from you. And so, the government didn't like this, and that's why they sued Amway. And now people can go directly to Amway, sign up as an affiliate, or it's called an IBO, independent business owner, and then you can buy your own product. So if you got any commissions coming, it comes directly from Amway instead of someone that's in your upline, right? And so there's always been, and to me, I'm just going to say this, but if you put people under undue stress and you cause a little bit of friction in the family, right? So someone sees a business opportunity, they got to come in for $2,000 or $800. And, it takes the UPS or FedEx man or the US Postal man, a few moments to get all the boxes out of the vehicle. And they don't know how to build a business. I worked with the company, and Craig and Melody worked with that company. And there always was this one guy, David, I'll say his name. And he would always try to get the company to put together, $500 packages and $850 packages and $1,000 and $1,500 packages and $2,000 packages. And the people would buy so much damn product that they sure in the hell wouldn't sign up for auto ship. So see, this is also a little bit of short term. Most people don't do this business anyway. And I don't like to spend time with them, showing them the little baby steps of exactly what they could do to become successful. Get them in, get in where you fit in. Let's get you a couple affiliates underneath you. Let's get you a payday. Let's do that. I mean, if a person was teaching someone how to drive, right? And they've never driven, they don't have a driver's license. We don't get them a learning permit and then take them to a racetrack and put them in a race car and tell them, just go out and do your best. No, because someone's going to die and they're definitely going to wreck. So most people learn by taking baby steps. See what I mean? They take baby steps. Yeah, Jerome said ACN. ACN was even crazier. We sold air. You come in for $500, you don't get anything. You got air. And so, do you guys understand where I'm coming from? It's funny, you guys will really crack up. I went to Chat GPT before I did this AI, and I put in worst kind of success. Do you know that it gave me 10 different things? Hollow achievement. This is when someone reaches a high level of success but feels emptiness and unfulfilled. Why? Because they're doing it. I need to hit the grand poobah position, but they can't help other people do that. And they're not focused on creating a vision. So the lack of vision inspires success in others. Now, they did it for the achievement of getting these things or some of the plaques. And then it's like, wow, that was freaking nothing. That's nothing. Gail, I'm sorry. So then there's unethical success. See, I sort of pinned on that a little bit. It's like, so you want to make a lot of money up front. So you're just willing to close anybody you can at the top position because you know that they're not going to be able to bring anybody else in at that position. And so it's like, well, I don't care. I want that big. So, don't get mad at me. I'm just sharing with you. That's why affiliate marketing wasn't my deal. When I seen Mike Dillard come out with his coffee house letter and he says, how many people do you have to have on auto ship to make $2,000 a month? Well, if I sold someone a $5,000 package and I get $2,500 up front, I only need to sell one Mambo Jambo package a month. I don't have to build all these people, work with these people, help these people. So that's where the affiliate thing came from, because everyone goes out there, and it's funny that the same 5% sales types, they go out there and bring each other in, and then there's no one to get. So then they come up with another one and they do it again. And now there's no 5%ers out there. And so, let's shut this. I've actually seen companies nowadays. Listen to this. There's people nowadays that are just freaking bold. Hey, listen, this used to be our name. We're shutting this freaking thing down, and now we're calling it this thing. Bold as hell. We're just going to change our name. So now everyone's going to not know that we're that company. And so they want to make money. So let's just go out and close everybody at this big package again, because they won't recognize the company that we used to be in. And they just keep doing this unethical, in my opinion, unethical short-term thing. Blop, 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 blop. It keeps doing it. So, the other one is unethical success, burnout, and health. We talked about that. Isolation and loneliness. Success that results in a person being isolated from their friends. So the worst kind of success is when someone tells you that, get rid of your friends and family. They're just nothing but freaking dream stealers and toxic anyway. And so, let's go out there and just, hey, if you're not around a supportive spouse, kick their ass out, man. You need to move on. And so it's like, what? Yeah, my mentor did a lot of these things. So that causes, again, relationship strain. I talked about short-term versus long-term, and then the dependence on external validation. Now, this is part of the praise and recognition one that I did, where you want someone to pat you on the back. You want someone to acknowledge you're doing something. You need and you want someone to say, that's a girl. That's a good thing, Robert. Pat on the back. You're such an awesome person. And we're constantly trying to get validation. It was funny. Was it David Oliver, came up with, that validation video. And it's like, so if someone doesn't recognize us and we don't get, any praise and recognition from the company, we don't get praise and recognition from our upline, we don't get praise and recognition sideline, because we got to learn to love ourselves. We got to learn to love ourselves. If we're asking other people to give us praise and recognition and validation, what if it never comes? And if it does come, doesn't it fall in those four things again? So the first time that it happens, someone says your name or congratulations, and so then you get companies that really mess up here, in my opinion, because what they'll do is they're trying to make everyone happy. And so because they're politics and they're trying to make everyone happy, they're giving praise and recognition to validation to people that don't deserve it. Huh? And so they're really not doing anything. They're really, truly not doing anything. In fact, if you looked at their last couple of months or you looked at, further months, their volume's been going down. Their group's going down. People are falling out of qualifications. So then what the company does, because they don't want any politics, is they keep giving praise and recognition to this person. And they also allow this person to be involved in all the groups. And you can see that they get all their significance by, being a glorified customer rep person. Here's my training. Here's my video. Here's my video. Check out my video. Check out my video. Check out, so they're not building a group. They're not helping anyone in their group get a check, but they're getting a lot of praise and recognition from the company for not performing. You guys hearing me? And so if the company gives this person praise and recognition and they hit a high rank 3 effing years ago, and now they're making less than $4,000 a month, but they're still getting praise and recognition, it finally gets to a point where the people don't like it anymore. Now what you do is you give them praise and recognition and they don't feel like they deserved it. They can't live this fakeness anymore. It's called the imposter syndrome, right? So now everybody looks at you as an imposter. And not that they do, because they don't know. See, they don't know, but you feel like you're fake. You feel like you're an imposter. Why is everybody saying I'm so good at this business? I mean, I didn't even get and make any money last month. And so now praise and recognition and validation is going out to the wrong people and they're not producing. And then when all of a sudden the person can't run that imposter thing anymore, they got to go someplace else and start over new, because now they're a big fish in a small pond and they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing over here anymore. And this happens in everything, you guys. This happens in politics. This happens in religion. This happens, big mega church. This happens, and being an athlete. You either produce or you don't produce. Sometimes, how many of you that love sports has seen an athlete stay in too long? See, I love mixed martial arts and fighting, and I see someone fight and they're 39, 40. I'm not beating them up, but their mind's telling them they can still do it, but they're getting punched in the face so many times they can't even see the speed coming from the other side. And they used to be that person 15, 20 years ago. And so I've watched some of the best fighters in the world, Mike Tyson and Sugar Ray Leonard and Hearns, and I could go on and on, Evander Holyfield, where they had a fight after they shouldn't anymore. And that's disheartening, because you're watching this and you're just going, throw in the towel. Throw in the towel. I don't want to see one of my heroes that used to be so big and now they're just getting annihilated. All right. Last part. This one, for some of you that have hung on, this one here is going to be one of the biggest ones. So the worst kind of success is we don't understand our uniqueness. We don't fall in love with ourselves. We don't uniquely be ourselves. So what we do is we start pretending and acting just like somebody else that's got success. So we pick out somebody and we go, I like that person, I like her, I like him. And then what we do, we start doing business exactly like them when they could or could not be being them, but you're designed to be you. You're not designed to be like them. And so they might be doing things that don't duplicate, and you don't know because you don't have the confidence, you don't have the self-esteem, you don't have the belief, you don't have the courage, you don't have the boldness to say, hey, listen, I do not need to be wasting any time. My time is precious. I can get money back, I can't get time back. And I need you to share with me that what you're teaching not only works, but you've used it to help other people achieve the success they desired. And you help somebody under them achieve a success that's desired. And you help someone under them that achieved a success that's desired. Can you show me your deposits, into your bank account? Can you show me other people's back offices that have succeeded? No, I'm not doing that. So what you're not doing stuff that you learn from other people that are not getting results, that are not duplicating. So people are hitting ranks and then dropping out. You don't want anybody to know that you made 10 grand a month, and then you're making 5, and then you're making 3, and you don't have anyone in your group that's making a full-time income. See, I think it's crazy insane to me that you would follow someone and do what they do when you don't even know if they got results from it. And I get it, man. We want success and happiness and fulfillment so much sometimes. We just lock onto somebody and get their course and get their book and get whatever they're selling, whatever they're doing. And we do that. And then most of the time we don't really execute it or do it. And the reason that we don't is because now we come back in touch with who we are and the miracle we are. And we go, I that doesn't resonate with me. That doesn't I don't want to put on ears. You know what I mean? I don't want to, get a bunch of surgeries and then tell everyone that's how I lost my weight. You know what I mean? I don't want to be unethical. I don't like the hype. I don't like the hype. I don't like, I don't like the salesy stuff. I don't like being closed, I don't like, this doesn't feel good. So why wouldn't you want to figure out the way that would make you feel comfortable? Better yet, what if you could find such a simple way that when you shared that way, that certain way with other people, that they had the 3 magical thoughts? Oh my God, this is exciting. I see it works. You documented with other people that it works. Oh my God. Oh my God. If they did it, I can do this. Oh my God. You guys, when I did that interview with Joshua Daramola, I know that this might sound weird, but I learned more about the basics of this industry by asking him questions. And it was bizarre that, of course, he listened to me. Of course, he was one of those people that went through every video that I had, like I did with my mentors, and studied it. But when you hear Joshua Daramella sharing it with his team, one of his 25Ks are already, he was 25K 2 days ago. And we're halfway through the month. So there's no doubt that, their volume is just increasing. And it's this little tiny little steps that everybody goes, Oh my God, is that all you do? Um, I'm excited. It looks like it works. So me doing an interview with Joshua, everyone's looking at Joshua. Um, Father dies at 10 years old, growing up in a small village in Nigeria, miles away from Lagos, the big city. And he gets involved with My Daily Choice, and he's got to travel a full day with two buses, like 6 hours to just pick up his freaking product. That isn't it. He's now got to get back home. And so, uh, it's amazing that, a lot of people have a lot of excuses, but the most important thing is not what you can do. See, if you can do something that other people can't, that's not this business. You got to learn the mundane and help the person that's never done this business before and show them and help them and hold their hand to get them a payday. Help them bring somebody in, show them the theoretical example, tell them that it's going to be worth it, that your goal is to get them a payday, and only focus on the things that help them get the little win, the little win, the little win. Because if you look at the most incredible things in life, especially singing, acting, so you come up with a song, people love the song. And now what you got to do is pretty much spend the rest of your life singing that song in front of other people. Have you guys ever thought about that? You finally come up with a song that's a number one hit. And now you spend the rest of your life and you can't even do new albums. So you could do new albums and new songs, but someone wants to hear the number one hit. Can you do that number one hit? Can you imagine going to a Bon Jovi concert and not hearing Don't Stop Believing? Oh, some of you are going to go, that's we're halfway there, living on a prayer. So you see people that play sports, and yeah, some people just keep hitting the ball, just keep hitting the ball, just keep hitting the ball. Sometimes they're home runs, but just keep hitting the ball. And you see basketball players. Isn't it wild that the people that are the most successful people in life found something simple? They mastered the mundane and they got above average at that thing. There's only one other step in this industry is once you're above average and extraordinary and that thing that no one wants to do, connect with another human being and help them get a result. Now you just got to teach that little mundane thing to other people. But most people will do all this garbage that I told you today. The next promotion, the next thing, the next, sizzle, the next whatever. See, the way I teach people to do it for 36 years is boring. Boring. God, Robert just keeps saying same crap, different day. Just keeps saying this stuff until, I get another, Tomas Adam and another Laszlo Kuhn. First 250, and Shandor in Hungary. Another 250, Judith, 100K, Hungary, and Arpad, 100K in Romania. It's like, it's just, and guess what? Every one of those are underneath each other. There's 100K that brought in a 250K, that brought in a 250K, that brought in 100, that brought in 100. Yeah, that's called anchoring. You don't bring in one person, hope they do it, and then disappear. So now we got, two, right? We got Joshua that's got, Mosh that's got Joshua. And see, so now, I'm not done with that leg. I got to really, really anchor that leg, get some 50Ks, some 100Ks, or 250Ks. And so, yeah, that's it. So I love and appreciate you. Thank you so much for listening to this. I hope you know people that are falling into every one of these. And the people that master the mundane and just get really, really great at just all day, every day with a smile and great energy and attitude, reach out there and connect with strangers and point, guide, and direct them to people that have got success that know how to duplicate. There it is. There it is. So I love and appreciate you. Thank you again to the super chatters. Thank you so much to the inner circle and all the chat here. I appreciate you guys. And you can do this. You can do this. When you strip all the other garbage out of there and just get down to the very nit thing that you got to do, like we talked about golfer, right? Think about it. Okay. What are you going to do today? I'm going to hit the ball. What else are you going to do? I'm gonna, I'm gonna, I'm gonna hit the ball, and then I'm gonna walk to it, then I'm gonna hit the ball, and then I'm gonna walk to it, and then I'm gonna try to put it in a hole. Then what are you gonna do? Then I'm gonna walk over here, and I'm gonna tee the ball up, and I'm gonna hit it, and then walk to it, and then hit it, and then walk to it, and then hit it, and put it in the hole. The biggest one I joke with all the time is a lot of Olympic sports. So you're gonna be a marathon runner, right? So what are we gonna do? Okay, we're gonna run. Yeah, but what are we gonna do later today? We're gonna run. Um, are we just gonna run every day? Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's it's a marathon. Yeah, we're gonna run every day. Well, then I'm gonna change. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be a sprinter. All right, great. What do you 50, 100-yard dash? I'm gonna do the 100-yard dash. Yeah. What are we gonna do today? Practice on running a 100-yard dash. Then what? We're gonna practice running a 100-yard dash. Then what are we going to do? We're going to run 100. See, the people that are so freaking amazing and successful in this world are people that get it. They go, I see the thing that makes the biggest difference. I'm going to get great at that. And I'm just going to focus on that instead of getting distracted, always dealing with distractions, ADD, and looking for the new idea of the week, the new idea of the month, seeking out shiny ball syndrome, shiny ball syndrome. Maybe see, because when you're doing the boring stuff, yeah, just sing that song again. Just sing that song again. That's the song I like. Can you just sing that song again? So I love and appreciate you guys. I thank you so much for staying on so long. I hope this helped you. But yesterday I talked about, the right kind of success. You know what I mean? And then I thought today I put it up with the worst kind of success. Did you notice that there was more worst kinds of success? Video went a little longer because a lot of people fall in these holes and hit these landmines, and they just don't ever stop to go, man, my results this month were no better than they were the month before. And those 2 months were no better than the month before. Me and Mary Valchek, again, thank you so much for the wonderful anniversary gift. We really appreciated it. Mary was saying, listen, I get it. I get it. Where the little things are the most important things, and I got to stop adding things to it and changing it up and doing other things. It's like, come on. So, Mary, I'm proud of you. She's almost at 5,000 friends on Facebook. And I told her, I said, listen, before you get involved with me, I want you to master connecting with people on Facebook and getting them to become your friend and giving them a gift so they get to know, like, and trust you and build this connection so that you could then turn around and ask them to do you a huge favor. Katie, thank you so much. I love and appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. And if no one's giving you permission to succeed in life, let me be the first. I love and appreciate you. We'll talk to you guys all soon. Bye for now.